Jenna Peak, here with Bancroft Realty in Grand Prairie, Texas, and today I'm talking about YouTube algorithms. Because I put out real estate content onto the internet, the YouTube algorithms has decided that I need to see all of the different real estate channels that are on YouTube. And so my feed has been chocked full of just all of these really large real estate channels from investors and learn how to wholesale and learn how to do all these things. But it's also full of doomsday and naysayers and people that are being very negative about the real estate market. If you're a buyer, what you're saying is the real estate market's crashing in 2025. Don't buy a house. Don't, now is not the time, all this stuff. And if you are a seller, you're seeing stuff like houses aren't selling. Sellers are so upset because their houses aren't selling and they're sitting on the market. What's wrong with the Texas real estate market and all this stuff? And so the problem with seeing all this, obviously, if you are either a buyer or a seller, is that it's very discouraging. It's very discouraging and it's not accurate. There's a lot that goes into why your house and specific house is not selling in Grand Prairie, Texas versus someone that's a real estate agent or maybe even not a real estate agent. I don't even know if these people are actual like professionals or if they just have a channel that talks about it. But what's happening in LA is not the same thing as what's happening in Texas, obviously. And you can even have a difference in real estate markets from the north side of town to the south side of town. So that is why having a local real estate agent that is helping you understand the market that you're actually in a market that you're actually trying to sell a house in or buy a house in is so very important. Because we can look at some of this data and we also are in it every day. So we know some of the things that we're seeing. And so that's my first piece of advice is if you're interested in purchasing a house right now, get off YouTube and talk to a local real estate agent, preferably me, but talk to a real estate agent in Grand Prairie if you're looking to buy in Grand Prairie that can help you understand what your options are. We can help guide you to a local mortgage lender. All of them are doing amazing things with products, by the way. So now is a very good time to be a buyer. And if you are a seller, find an agent that lives here and list your house with them because they're the ones that are going to be able to understand, especially if you found a real estate agent that lives in your neighborhood. They're going to be the ones that understand exactly how to sell your house and for what price to ask for it. And so the best way that I could sum this up is a comment that I read in one of the channels that came across my feed. He said, buyers think that it's 2008 and sellers think that it's 2022. And I think this is perfectly encapsulates the dichotomy of the real estate market that we're in right now. If you are a buyer, you're constantly being told that the housing market is going to crash just like it did in 2008. If you are a seller, and I've said this numerous times, you still think that we're in the real estate market that we're in 2022, which was popping and it was crazy and it was way overpriced and you could put any number on the house that you wanted and it would sell in a matter of 10 days. And that is not the market that we're in anymore. So there's two pieces of advice that I have for you. There's one piece of advice for a buyer and one piece of advice for a seller. If you are a buyer right now, you need to get a real estate agent that knows how to negotiate because you are in an excellent position to be negotiating in the real estate market right now. And I know there's a lot of people that watch these kinds of videos and they go, well, your job is a real estate agent, so your job is obviously to try to get people to buy houses. Yeah, that is my job. I would not be a very good real estate agent if I was not encouraging people to buy real estate. Real estate market is very important, and having a very strong, solid real estate market is very important to everyone's economy. So yes, of course, my job is to help people understand where they're at so that they can buy a house. Like I want everyone to buy a house. That, of course I do. So find an agent that knows how to negotiate because you can negotiate so many deals you don't even realize. And you need to be doing that because that's the market that we're in. If you're a seller, my suggestion to you is the real estate market is not designed to provide you with a certain amount of profit that you need to make to pay off your car or pay off your mortgage or send your kid to college. That's not what the real estate market is there for. Obviously, equity and having equity in a property is one of the benefits of being a homeowner. But I always tell sellers, I want to get you as much equity as the market can bear. If you're asking too much for your house And the reasons you're asking too much are external to what the real estate market is actually showing you your house is worth. You're not going to sell it. There's no amount of open houses. There's no amount of marketing. There's no amount of videos. There's no amount of staging that is going to overcome a high price in this market. You have to price it well if you want it to actually sell. So I would love to talk to you if you're a buyer or a seller that is looking to buy or sell in Grand Prairie. I am also a seniors real estate specialist, so I have been helping families and of seniors downsize and sell estates for 10 years. I'd be glad to talk to any of you out there about what your options are if you are looking to sell an estate. And in the meantime, my number is 214-558-4410. I post these types of market videos now as frequently as I can and try to do tours of all the wonderful homes that we have for sale in the city of Grand Prairie. So hope this is helpful. Have a great day. Bye.